Hello friends, my name is some jackass with a YouTube, and welcome to what very well be the last episode of this playthrough of Army Gals. When we last left off, we found out about Reed, and we killed him. So, let's continue. Giving statements over and over to the police was exhausting. It didn't take long for Cheryl to hear about what had happened and finding us, getting us placed at the motel we first stayed in. It's weird being here, surrounded by walls and furniture, and the idea of air conditioning, even if it doesn't actually work. Our grimy motel suddenly feels like paradise. A knock on the door shakes me out of my thoughts. You getting settled in? As much as I can. You heard anything yet? The woman you found, the hiker, has already been sent home. They wanted to tell me that she said goodbye. I see. And one other thing. We're sending out a search party tomorrow to try and recover the bodies you reported. She sighs. Look, I'm not one to apologize lightly. Don't get that in your head. But I am sorry for what happened. I should never have left. Shelton he got under my skin for the last time, and I just snapped. Snapped how, exactly? You saw, I stormed off and left you guys out there by yourselves. But that's all you did? Yeah, why? No reason. Couldn't have been Cheryl. I saw her leave and Sheldon got in the car right after that. If someone did cut his brakes, it had to have been before either of us got there. Maybe I should just put this delusion to rest. Maybe I should just be thankful to be here, to be alive. I won't stop bothering me, the nagging sense that at the end of the day, some part of this still has been resolved. It's alright. Thanks for the clothes and rooms. Hey, it's the least I can do. Just call me if you need something, yeah? I've got into the meeting with the cops. She sighs. Joy of freaking joys. Try to get some rest or something, okay? Fresh meat? I'm still fresh meat? Cheryl gives a long pause, looking me over slowly. Then she jabs me in the arm. Yep. Always gonna be my fresh meat. The quiet falls around me again, my eyes studying the ugly wallpaper and cobwebs clinging ceiling to ceiling. I'll get to go home soon, but I'm not done here yet. This isn't how things are supposed to be. There's something that still eats at me, something that's been digging me since I found Shelton's car all smashed up. What happened to him? It's the police's problem now, isn't it? But still, she would tell me if she had really something to do with it, wouldn't she? She wanted to share that with someone who she would trust and wouldn't judge her. I stand, resolved to act on my suspicions. Okay, here's the thing. According to the guide, I need to accuse EDDA now, to end up with the love ending. So, I've never seen this before. Let's do this. I go to Etel's motel room, another nondescript room just down the walkway from mine. Kyle. Hey, can we talk? She nods and sits back aside to let me inside. I accuse EDDA. The room is practically identical, as most motel rooms are. The only differences are patterns of dust and dirt. On the motel's website, it mentions each room having a distinct personality. So, I turn toward EDDA, pale as I realize that for all of my resolve to do this, I wasn't actually, prepared for it. She arches a sharp eyebrow at me, and curiosity bleeds into impatience quickly. Do you consider us close? I blurt out the words before I could start second-guessing myself. She blinks in mild surprise. After everything we've been through, I suppose that has to be the case, doesn't it? I shake my head. That's not what I mean. And I think you know that. Finally, I watch her defenses melt slowly, arms crossing over her chest with reluctance. I know it isn't easy for me to talk about something like this. I know that, and I don't mind either. But if you're already uncomfortable, I hate to say that we haven't even started this conversation. She surprises me with a sigh that sounds more knowing than exasperated. Of course. She sits down at the edge of the bed. Without invitation, I follow her. I don't get along with people that easily, but you're clever, practical most of the time. Not a complete pervert. I haven't reached my Really? I haven't reached my final form yet. She scoffs under her breath and smiles. You do mean something to me. Aside from my family, it's not something I usually feel for other people. I don't feel as guarded around you. Everything's just alright and we're together. It's not a fairy tale. Don't make it out to be that. But even if it's not, I think I love you all the same. Her face is tinted crimson. It was obviously difficult for her to say, and I honestly didn't expect her to. I suppose I ought to tell you that now before what? Before we leave tomorrow? Before I accuse her? Rita is always so perceptive. It wouldn't surprise me if she knew I was coming. If you love me, then I want you to be honest with me. Will you? I will. What happened with Shelton? The words taste bitter and heavy. I think it had something to do with his death. A confession of love, an accusation of murder, all in the same conversation. She grimaces and shakes her head. Kyle, don't do this. Don't do what? Don't ask questions you can't stomach the answers to. I'm tougher than you think. I've had my suspicions for a while. If anyone could do it, I could. That's what you believed at first, wasn't it? Slowly I nod. I think it's more than just a hunch. You even had that haunting knife in your pack. She smiles grimly. You noticed that, They're sharp. So was it. I held out the end of my finger, which saw the small star forming from the side of it. I can see her thinking back, trying to figure out when that happened. I don't even feel that bad for killing him. People die. People get killed. It happens. I did what I had to do. She's being so blunt about it, so the mystery is solved. Regardless of the outcome, she did do it. Why? Did you tell the police? No. Why not? A car crash in the forest, they'll probably write it off as an accident. Especially when they have that maniac to deal with. Came here for the truth, didn't you? For justice? I haven't decided what to do yet. I want to talk to you. I know you. You have reasons for the things you do. So what was the reason? What did Sheldon do that warranted killing him? EDDA studies me for a long moment. The last light outside the window fades, along with the light in her eyes. He was a monster. We were all staying at another motel while waiting for you to arrive. He gave us all separate rooms. It made sense at the time. We didn't know each other. Didn't know anything except that we were all delinquents. Not exactly the kind of people you want to put in a motel room together, unsupervised. I don't think of anything until it came by that night. A trip. It was particularly part of my parole. Some people get sent to rehab. I got sent there. And he knew that. He threatened to leave me behind, threatened to say I had caused problems and assaulted him. But he wouldn't let me. He would let me stay around as long as I did what he wanted. What he wanted. She shakes her head. Her jaw set tightly. It doesn't matter what he forced me to do. I just know that I was justified in what I did to him. Sheldon really did something like that. I'm sorry. Don't be. I'm not. As far as I see it, I solved the problem. You can turn me in if you want. I wouldn't hold it against you. You don't care? Of course I care. I have gang-related activity already on my record. I'm sure I'd be sent to prison. But I did what I thought was right. You have to do that too. EDDA looks at me, quiet and strong as ever, as if we're not talking about the rest of her life being cradled in my hands. But I trust EDDA. I believe her. My hand slides over hers, taking in my grip. I think you did the right thing. Really? It's not every day I condone murder, but there has to be exceptions to every rule. If you can live with this, so can I. No matter what, I nod. No matter what. She gives a small sigh, allowing me to see a flicker of relief across her face. I don't deserve the esteem of someone like you. Someone good. You do. She holds up a hand. That was the worst thing I've done, true, but it's far from the only thing. My past isn't my problem. Her expression flickers briefly, of a kinda got my sights set on your future. That's what I want to be a part of. I think it's time for you to start over, EDDA. In a moment of vulnerability, she sighs. Easier said than done. And it all it sounds like you're backing down from the challenge. I'll have to tell Ren and Andrea. Not that they'll believe me. Her expression turns to a familiar scowl. One that I know to take. I mean, I like you, which is why I haven't hit you yet. What? Most things are easier said than done. That doesn't mean I can't do it. I'll start over. She gives me that stubborn look, but with a proud gleam she shines in her eyes. I can't help but grin triumphantly. Oh, I'm sure you will. And she does start over. It wasn't easy. EDDA had to make arrangements for her whole family to move. Like her mother, she worked 2 jobs to cover it. Once we were both finished with school, I moved in with her. EDDA's mannerisms have become second nature to me now. For as sparsely as she usually speaks, we now have communication down to an art of only glances and grunts that she opens up to me. Rather often, in fact, she'll confide some tiny secret part of herself that I wouldn't have guessed. The one that remains most shocking is that she loves me. Someone who has barely any experience with relationships. I didn't expect this one to work out. I should have been like the dating on hard mode. It should have been like dating on hard mode, but EDDA is remarkably easy to get along with. Maybe it's because she's not very girlish herself. With her, time seems to fly by. Rain and Andrea stayed close friends. And now... there it is. To say EDDA didn't want a wedding would be vastly underestimated. She didn't want a wedding would be vastly understating it. She agreed only because her sister begged her to be the flower girl, and there's no flower girl if there's no wedding. So EDDA had to find a dress, which was the extent of the effort anyone can get her to put towards the ceremony. That suits me just fine. Now that we will cherish and protect each other. We will endure together through joy and hardship. That our love will survive if together or apart. The past will never mar our future. She gives me a knowing look and the echoes bows back to me. Just kiss already. I told you shouldn't serve drinks before the end of the ceremony. This is what I've been waiting for this entire game. It's finally here. She laughs a little, her cheeks darkening and a private warm look reserved only for me shining in her eyes. And there it is. The achievement I've been waiting for. EDDA Love. We spend the rest of the night cooped up together in our suit, only taking breaks to catch our breath. And in fact, we only end up falling asleep sometime after the sun had risen. Shelton is going to stay buried. Reed is going to stay buried. Whatever we've done isn't going to haunt us. We have too much to look forward to. Ending number 8. EDDA Love. Coincidentally, EDDA is my favorite character. 8 is my favorite number. All there is the black screen right now. Oh wait, I probably have to click. Alright, that's the end of Army Gals. Now, let me explain to you the ending that I originally got. So, playing through this game, I wanted to marry EDDA, or Ina, or whatever. Not Ina. EDDA or EDDA, whatever. I wanted to marry her, I wanted to get her love ending. But there were times where I would read through, like, I don't know, 20 minutes worth of text, only to realize, oh, I made a mistake, and go back to a previous save just to redo it. The ending I got was all 4 of them drifted apart, including Hannah, all drifted apart, and EDDA was put in prison for whatever reason, probably because they found out that she killed Sheldon, and everyone drifted apart and they stopped talking to each other. And then came up Ending 21, Accidental Death. After trying so damn hard to get with EDDA, I got a death ending. So yeah, that made me mad. And while this game did take me twice as long to complete this time, it's entirely because I was voicing it, having to wait for the camera to to finish charging. But it's worth the time. I honestly love this visual novel. It's funny, it has amazing characters. I really don't like Rain, but EDDA is my favorite character in this entire game, and I hope after watching this, you either agree with me or you'll understand why EDDA is my favorite. So, with that said, guys, thank you for watching Army Gals. I might do more playthroughs in the future and record it and show the alternate endings, or I might not. I have no idea. But until then, this is some jackass with YouTube signing off, and I will see you on the next playthrough. Jackass out.